Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. Caskets Fab Shop. We're out here, Caskets Customs. If you wonder, I have two names. One is for YouTube, one is my shop. And yeah, so just to clarify, when I started my YouTube channel, my shop goes Casket Customs. My wife didn't like that. She said it sounds like I build custom coffins. So she said maybe you should change it to Caskets Fab Shop. So that's how I ended up with two names. So there you go. If you didn't know, now you know. So guys, I've been making little randoms. I worked in the 40 just a little bit. I showed you guys what I was going on. I showed you guys the door pin on the Monte Carlo. Today we are back, guys. We're back on the Monte Carlo. I've got to get this car done. So today what we are going to do is we're going to knock out the rest of the sanding here on this quarter, and any little trash like that there. I don't know if you can see it. There's one there. There was one here. I think I got it yesterday. We're just going to go through and finish the fine details of what I need to sand out. For the most part, this car is just about ready. I just have little corner edges here, this little piece here, same thing here, there, trash. I'm gonna go through every single fender, quarter, door, top, trunk, hood. I'm going through all of it today in fine detail, guys. I'm gonna wet sand it 100% and make sure that the whole panel is exactly to my liking. And then we're gonna wash this car down. We're gonna pull it back outside, hose the shop, get the booth all set up once again, and then pull it back in, mask it, and it'll be ready for tomorrow or the next day or whatever. We're supposed to have some shitty weather coming, so at that point, guys, I'm not sure exactly when we are going to spray this car, but it's going to get sprayed, I'm hoping, before Sunday. It is now Thursday. So if I can knock out all this stuff that needs to be done today, guys, put the booth together, clean it, mask it by the end of the day, then I know that tomorrow morning, if it is not windy and it is a fresh morning, I'm gonna get my ass up early and I'll be out here by like probably 5:36. At that point, guys, I just need a wiper down. I'm gonna spray the wet bed. I'm gonna go ahead and knock out my drop coats on it and let it cure real quick, and then we'll just go into clearing it. So 2 to 3 coats of clear once again. I was gonna put 3, but if it looks really good with minimal amounts of trash and stuff in it at 2 coats, I'm gonna leave it. So I'm hoping that it looks good. I'm hoping there's no wind. I'm hoping we get through this fairly simple. So with that being said, guys, we got to get into this, and we got to get into it now, because we're burning daylight out here. It's hot. We are reading 92 degrees inside the shop right now, and I'm not happy with that. I do have an air conditioner, but dude, if I run that damn thing for the rest of the day and the hottest part of the day, I'm spending more money on the bill than I am cooling the shop. So today it's gonna be fans, open doors, open windows, and it's time to sweat all this beer out of my system. So let's do it. I'm gonna get into it, and we're gonna knock this out and try to get as much done as possible today. And I will continue to kick you guys on throughout, and maybe even throw you guys in a little time lapse. But here we go. We got to get this thing done. I got to get paid, and I need to start working full time on my cars for a minute. I do have a lot of stuff going on with little projects here and there off to the side, but you know, I gotta fund my cars, guys. I gotta fund my own stuff, and little jobs is what funds me. So anyway, guys, let's get into it. Let's roll some ass in here and lose some weight. Well, fellas, another day. It is hotter than shit out here. It's 102. And in the shop, we are at... See, I ain't bullshitting, man. It's hot in here. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I didn't even come in here. I was in the front shop. So, yeah, we didn't do anything to the 40, or we didn't do anything to the Monte Carlo today. I worked on it last night. Actually, I'm lying. I worked on it all day yesterday. And, yeah, it's ready, guys. She is ready. So, I just need to make that time, dude. I need to make that time to get out here and lay that clear on it. I need to do that. Like I told you guys, I need to do that drop coat on this hood and get that situated, the drop coat here, and then drop top, just do a small drop coat on this top here, mostly in just this section here. I don't have to do the whole thing. It's just that little section. And then this trunk was bad. So I'm gonna try to stick to staying on the trunk and not really on the tops of the fenders or the quarters. Just mostly the trunk, just on the top. And then on the hood there, I'm gonna dust some paint here on this lip because it's a little dull. And there's that light strip I was telling you guys about. The hood's not that bad, or the top. I mean, it does have some tiger stripes, but real minimal. I'm gonna keep it from like right here on the other side and just kind of mist it all the way across. And then the same here, we had a really long spot here in the center till about right there. But this whole hood has it really bad. I mean, the camera may show it, but it's not that bad, but I can see it. So I'm gonna kind of do the same thing and just dust it, try to keep it off the fenders. But yeah, I did have a little issue. I had one burn through, really bad one. So I'm gonna have to definitely float the hell out of that right there in the corner. I don't think the sides were bad. I see a little tiger striping in this door, but when I was outside in the sunlight, I didn't see it at all, which is weird. I think you just see it because of it being so dull right now. I don't know. So I don't know if I'm gonna dust a little bit here on this door, because the quarter is fine and the fender is fine, but the door has a little bit in it. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I think I'm kind of torn back and forth between doing half the car and then doing half the car. Then I'm kind of like, let's just dust it off, freaking clear the whole thing, and we're done with it. So I'm hoping that's what I'm gonna do. I'm hoping. So we'll probably just go from there. What's up, Carnalagas? Well, here's the deal, guys. I was getting ready to start putting up the paint booth and getting everything cherried out because it said it's gonna be a fresh morning, which it still might be. But of course, we were outside swimming and enjoying the day because it was so hot, really nice weather. And then a couple minutes later, wind, freaking hardcore blowing wind, knocking shit over, rolling in dark clouds. Here we go again, starting to sprinkle now. Great. I'm telling you guys, I don't know if I'm ever gonna get this damn car painted, dude. So what my plans are right now, guys, is since I'm in here screwing around, I need to get some stuff done that's been bugging me. For one, these banners, I like them being there, but I don't. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hang them on the ceiling. I'm gonna hang them all 1, 2, 3, all right here on the ceiling. And then what I'm gonna do from there, I might hang the big kid blocks one, like on this. Maybe where those 2 screw lines are at right there, I might hang them, because there's this banner here and it's kind of that same material. So I might hang that big kid blocks one there. But For right now, guys, I got a little prepping to do in here before we start painting. And one of the issues I'm having is I usually run tape on this. I'm going to remove that tape and I'm going to just do a drop cloth all the way across. Just a nice thick drop cloth all the way across. And I'll probably put like a slit in it right here somewhere. That way I can squeeze in and then go into the booth, because this is where I get like 90% of my trash, from right there. So the reason why is whenever I would open this door, whenever there was pressure from the fan pulling, this door would want to fling open and everything in there, whew, right all over my car. If the door's open and the window's open. But I remember when I used to shoot cars in my front garage, there is no back to it. It's just a garage. So whatever air was in there got sucked out from the front fans. I think with this having a fresh air intake on the back side of it, I think my issue is I'm pulling way too much trash and I don't have no way to seal it off. So what I plan on doing, I have my fresh air intakes up there on those things. And what I'm going to do, what I usually do, of course, I have the filtering on them right now. And that's good because that'll keep the trash out, right? Well, it's not good enough. So that's why I want to run plastic so I don't get no through the cracks, nothing. And so what I did last time I was painting is I put this filter here because it wouldn't force my door open because it's getting air through it. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do, because I don't know how to do this. For what, I mean, I need that there for the reason that it forces the door open really hard if I need to go, and then to close it I gotta really force it. So what I might do, guys, is cut this out real clean and then just use this. Actually, I don't even think I'm gonna make it that big, to be honest with you. I think I'm just gonna cut this clean right here, just this little corner, and you'll just have this one little corner just right there for that specific reason. And then when I have it open, I'll just, of course I'm gonna make a panel for this later on. I just haven't done it. And at that point I'll make a little door on it or something. Like when I'm painting, I'll just remove it and it'll have the filter in there. But yeah, now it doesn't push the door open, but my door has never closed right, and usually I sit there and fight with it, but every time I open and close this thing, things change. So the issue that I'm having right now is yeah, look, door is all freaking bent to shit, doesn't close right. So I don't know, guys. I think what I'm gonna do is just tear it all apart on the door part and see if I can reframe this, re-weld it to match this better. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that now. I want to fix this stupid door. And then dude, it is hot in here, bro. 92 degrees. All that freaking wind and shit that blew through here, it's barely 92 degrees in here, not even cooling down. I'm gonna open this just a little bit. Maybe get some little, oh, there we go, a little bit more airflow that way. Maybe it'll cool it down in here, because inside it's pretty shitty, because it says inside's 92 and outside's 91. How's it hotter in here? Anyway, guys, that's what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna mess with this stuff, and I'll kick you guys back on here in a minute when I get some of this stuff taken care of. It's time to just kind of... Alright, fellas, well, we were out here all day working, doing random shit. I shouldn't say all day. I went and swam in the pool, hung out, had a whole bunch of beer, you know, floated around like a fat freaking jackass on the donut. Good times, good times. But I came back in here for a little bit, and of all nights, dude, after all that shitty weather, it's calm. Very, very light breeze. It is 85 in the shop right now. 86. So if it's supposed to be in the 60s, like 69 tonight. So if I would just wait it out, probably till about midnight, maybe 1, it would probably be about perfect time to paint. But I ain't gonna do it. I'm not gonna wait up. I mean, I need to get the car done, but I'm struggling, dude. I've been up all day. I'm tired. It's been hot. I've been working all day, and I don't want to rush this thing and just try to get it done all of a sudden, and then something else goes wrong, and then I got to do more work to it. So what I did, fellas, is let me close this shelf. Let me see here. What I was able to do was I fixed that little hole. I fixed my door so it closes right. I do need to do a little bit of welding on it, but my welder's in the front shop. I need to drag it back here. I guess I could have used my TIG on it, but I didn't want to have to pull all that shit out. I was just going to tack it real quick with the MIG. Of course, I've always had Firestone Walker there, but I put my big kid block sign there. And let me show y'all. I added a couple of these laying around that I had forever that have just been sitting there that I needed to hang. Of course, I had all this shit I've been collecting over the time too. But my Bombs is up there and my Dayton was up there. So we're all in, man. We're all in. It's cool. I have them all hung the same direction. So when you're walking in the shop, when this door's open, you see it from the garage side. It's gonna be pretty cool if you ask me. But guys, I'm wrapping it up tonight. It's already, what time is it? Alexa, what time is it?
16 p.m.
Okay. Alexa, what time is it?
16 p.m.
What the hell is 16 p.m.? It's 10:15 p.m. I don't know what the hell Alexa got her head up her ass. Yeah, me and her go at it in here. Alexa, what time is it?
Oh, it's 10:17 p.m.
There you go, thank you. Whatever. Alright guys, well, once again, another day down. It is humid as shit in here. But we're going to get to it. So, before we wrap this up, I've been stalling a little bit on this thing because it's been so hot, because of the wind, because of the rain, because everything has been going on. And I kind of was just hoping that I could just sit on this car a little bit. And I've been working on my cars, but not as hard as I wanted to. It sucks, but it is what it is. But I kind of wanted to sit on this car until it got a lot more fresh outside. That way I could just spray it with nice fresh, that sweet spot between, like 75, 80, around there. That's the sweet spot. And we're close to that at night sometimes, but it's just so hot, dude. But I met a guy that is a painter, and he actually works for a good friend of mine. And he has a legit paint booth, which I've painted in the booth before. I've rented the booth from him before. But I don't really like asking him to use his booth. I know he'll probably rent it to me, but then again too is I met his painter, which is cool because he runs that paint booth, and that's his thing, and I don't want to be intruding on him borrowing the booth. So I ended up getting in contact with the painter, and we became pretty cool friends. So the cool thing about it is I talked to him a little bit today, and the good thing about that is that he's interested and kind of doing a collab with me, and he's like, dude, I'm down to paint whatever, And he's like, I'm even down to come to your shop and do some body work. So I was like, I'm in, I'm game. I need somebody to help me with body work. So definitely I'll be having him here helping me knock out my cars. And when it comes to the paint, you know, we're gonna take it to the shop and either I'll spray it or he'll spray it. But the cool thing is that he's gonna be willing to teach me a lot more in depth of painting, and I will teach him more of the metal fab bodywork phase, which he wants to learn. So it kind of works out for both of us. And not only that is during the good months that it's perfect to paint in here, I'll still paint my cars and do my thing. But during the months where it's like this, too hot or too cold or whatever, I'll hit him up and tell him, hey man, you know, I got another one for you, or, you know, we're just gonna kind of collab and see how it works out, and you know, go as we can. If not, maybe we'll just paint them all there. We'll do all the body work here and we'll start spraying them over there. You know, I'll still paint a lot of little things here and stuff, but full builds like this, I think I'd rather just take them to the booth if it's an option. So, you know, it seemed like a cool cat. In fact, I'm going to meet him tomorrow. He's supposed to come by and we're supposed to check out this Monte Carlo, because I told him, I said straight up, dude, like, I've just been dreading painting it because I don't want solvent pop or any issues with this heat and with everything. And, you know, even if I got to take it to your booth and you're willing to just freaking re-clear it for me, dude, we're good. You know, just throw a quick drop coat on my little areas that need some attention and re-clear it, and then I'll go back and pick it up. We'll call it a done deal. At that point, I don't even care how it gets done or whatever. It's cool with me, because we may do some trade work, because he has a C10 he's building that the bed needs body work on. So in that case, I told him, maybe we'll just do some trade work. You bring your bed here, I'll knock out the bed, get all the body work, you know, flawless for you. And at that point, you just take this thing and spray it in the booth, which is cool, because at least I know it's going to come out freaking cherry in that booth without having to worry about, you know, anything that can go wrong in this garage with heat and with the elements right now, with the wind. I mean, 1 minute it's blowing a dust storm, and like an hour later it's so calm and peaceful out here, and all of a sudden it's raining. You know, so like, if I can just get this car finished and get it out of there, it doesn't matter to me, because I've already sprayed it. I already, you know, laid the color, already laid the clear. It's already good to go. It just needs its flow coat, and fortunately I ran out of time to do that before it got way too hot. It was already too hot when I painted it, and I lucked out that I was, you know, as I started to paint it, by the time I got to the clear coat, it was already too hot, and that's why I got the solvent pop on the top. But anyway, guys, that's a wrap on this one. I mean, it's just kind of a whole bunch of random shit in these videos lately, because I've just been stalling with this car, doing minor little work on the 32 or on the 40, cleaning up shop, moving things around, just kind of getting shit back in order and trying to deal with this heat, dude. It's just brutal, bro. But that's kind of what's been going on. So we'll see what happens with this collab with my buddy. His name is Adam. You know, if he wants to wrap this up and just shoot the clear for me in that booth, cool. I'll bring his bed, knock it out, and then we're off to working on something different. We're going to work on the 40 and the 32 is what's going to be going on. But thank you guys for watching, sticking around. And we'll get back into these videos, man. We're going to get back into it. Just takes time, guys. Takes time. I don't have a lot of time. So keep kicking in. Keep sticking around. And keep supporting my channel. And we'll keep building. We'll keep going. Thank you, guys. Peace.